welcome back. We're going to dive now into the world of advertising, actually, and I'm joined here by one of our speakers. And correct me if I'm wrong, Babita, correct? Yes, very good, excellent. So you're from Zappi store, and you guys have a presentation on the application and the tailoring of different advertising based on platform. And could you tell us a little bit more about the context of your presentation here, maybe to start with?
Sure. Okay. So the presentation is together with Kantar, who's one of our partners on the platform, and essentially our message is to talk to the industry about how we need to think about mobile advertising in a unique way, because if we think how frequently we access our devices and the content that we consume, the industry hasn't kept pace with measuring for mobile devices specifically and the context in which consumers consume content. So it's about sharing with the audience a study that we did with Facebook in terms of how to think about mobile creatives, and also just to share with how technology has evolved so that content for digital mobile devices can be measured in the way it needs to be, because what happens is that when a digital creative is produced, it needs to be sent out there really quickly. So there's often not enough time for testing. But where technology has evolved, such as our platform, is that we offer speed without compromising quality, so advertisers can test their creatives and learn from it, change it and stick it back out there. So essentially it feels silly that we're talking about this in this day and age, but it's amazing how much digital content is put out there without being tested.
What was the approach that you took to understand this issue?
Right, so our platform is an automation platform. So it's using our platform with a link methodology, which is Kantar's IP on pre-testing. So what we did with Facebook is we took a number of ads that we tested over a very short period of time, and we linked that with in-market effectiveness results. And from that we learned, okay, where a campaign has been successful in market, how did the creative perform? And from that we built meta-analysis of where messaging needs to be built in, how branding needs to be configured in different contexts. So it's really on our platform through Kantar's IP.
Is this applicable to different contexts? So it was a specific research project, but can this be applied to different brands or different companies or different digital campaigns?
Yeah, so we focused for mobile and digital specifically, and in context mobile news feeds. But the learnings, and we took creatives across a number of verticals. So yes, the learnings are broad enough so that any brand from any industry can take that and say, this is how I need to think about my digital creatives. So wide-ranging in terms of application and use. So number of industries, number of verticals we covered.
If you could give a bit of a scoop of some of the key learnings that you're going to share with us tomorrow, what would that be?
I could do, but I think you're going to have to come to my presentation if you want to learn some of the findings. But the paper's out there. There is a white paper on this, which goes into a lot of the details. It's not rocket science, I would say, and people may think, oh yeah, we know that. But actually people know that, advertisers know that, but they don't follow the needs for consumers when it comes to devices.
Why do you think there is such a discrepancy between transforming what needs to be tailored specifically for digital and kind of translating very traditional or old-fashioned approaches to this, rather than thinking in a different way?
So if I understand your question correctly, I think a lot of the learnings that we came up with and how you need to think about digital creatives for mobile do apply to traditional media as well. Some of them do. So things like, now you're asking me to reveal some of my findings, aren't you? In a very different way. So things like length of creative. Length of creative needs to be thought about all channels, but the amount, the length differs by different channels. So, broadly the rules are the same and the type of factors that you need to think about are the same, but just different kinds of applications. And I think with digital is the consumer is king. So your content has to work so much harder, and it also needs to think about the context in which it's being consumed as well.
Absolutely. Well, indeed, I think there's going to be a lot of very interesting things revealed at your presentation tomorrow. So thank you very much for this, a little sneak peek, and definitely tune in or join the presentation of Babita, Zappi Store and Kantar. Thank you very much. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you.